Traffic's looking good. We feel very good about how the customer's coming back in, and it's just good to be doing one of these with you, Sarah and Wolf, from the store, not from a Zoom.
Mark, looks like it's busy behind you. What's been the level of traffic compared to expectation, and what type of thing are people spending on?
Traffic is, sort of right where we've seen it, right where it's been with all of our other stores that opened, so that was promising. And people are, look, it's about men's, it's about shoes, it's about handbags and accessories. It's really been the same story throughout. So it's been pretty consistent across the country as we've opened.
What about the changing rooms? Are those open? Are people going into them and using them? I mean, how is behavior different in a major department store like Saks?
I think people are just more aware of what's going on around them, and they're using changing rooms, and we're cleaning them. And after they try something on, we're quarantining that product for 24 hours. So it's really about safety. It's really about making people feel safe, but also making them safe.
To what extent, just in normal times, Mark, is the foot traffic at Saks in the New York City flagship based on travelers and tourists versus locals? And is that a hurdle for you as you look at the reopening rest of 2020? You're unlikely to see travelers, particularly international travelers.
Look, I think the way we're looking at it is because of people being a little bit more captive where they are, it's going to be less coming in, but also less going out. So I think it's going to balance off well for us as we go through this next few months.
What are you seeing, Mark, in Texas and Florida and Arizona right now? Have you seen any change in traffic and consumer patterns as those case numbers have gone up?
Actually, no, we haven't. It's interesting. We're still seeing the traffic there. We talk to our teams every day, and they're telling us they're really not feeling it or seeing it in traffic or even in customer, the attitude and the sensibilities and how they're shopping. So, we're watching this very carefully for other reasons, but really on the top line, we haven't seen it.
Mark, clearly department stores haven't been in the optimal position if we look at the retail environment for this year. But if you do see other department stores struggle worse than you and go out of business, do you think you could come out of this as a net beneficiary?
Look, I think, and we've chatted about this, I think painting all of department stores with a broad brush is dangerous. I think some of us have been doing a great job of evolving, modernizing both our assortments and our customer experience, and we're the ones that are positioned to win when we come through this. So sure, it's going to be about who does this best and who's positioning themselves best at the end of this.
What does your online business look like? What percentage of it is of the total right now? And do you expect that to continue as the stores reopen?
Yeah, it's interesting. And you know what, Sarah, we're looking at this by customer segment just to understand, how different customer segments are reacting to online. And obviously, before we opened, we were doing all of our business online, or most of it. Some of our business was actually still being done with the stylists in our stores, just working virtually. And as we've reopened, as we've seen people come back into the stores, we're still over-indexing versus where we've been historically, and we are looking forward to kind of keeping the online and offline shopping going. The ecosystem is the most important thing to us.
Hey, Mark, just really quickly, Nike just reported earnings. Obviously, big miss as most of their stores were closed, but there were clear signs of strength there in their e-commerce and in the brand and the turnaround in China, the business they've seen. Have you had to change up the inventory and what you have in the stores given the just changes of behavior? Is it more athletic wear and comfort wear than going out in dresses for women? I mean, people aren't going to parties around New York here yet.
Yeah. Look, I think we sell fashion, and I think that's the beautiful thing about what we do. And right now, I wouldn't make any long-term decisions on category expansion or intensifications or de-emphasis because we are in the unknown right now. We have to wait. We have to get through this period. We have to start getting into the next normal to understand. I mean, Sarah, you could be wearing an evening gown to a friend's house for dinner. Who knows?
Not likely,
Mark,
but maybe.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thanks again.